never stay there. Understanding my life, why I am, may take some time. 'Cause every step that I take, I wipe my footprints away. I made my choice, and I paved my way, and it makes me who I am. After all they say, my reflection still remains. You made your choice, you played your game. Now you're on your own again. After all you say, my reflection still remains. They let you in from your disguise. Once you're in, you never give in until you see the light drawn from their I made my choice, and I paved my way, and it makes me who I am. After all they say, my reflection still remains. You made your choice, you played your game. Now you're on your own again. After all you say, my reflection still remains.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday, and this live stream is a little bit different to the other live streams. In fact, it is actually going to be exactly the same, other than we have now hit over 500,000 subscribers. So thank you everybody for subscribing and interacting with the channel and all of that cool stuff. I think what I'm going to do is get the subscriber thing up on screen, because we can also do the thumbs up, which hopefully I changed everything on my Mac Studio so that those fireworks go off. I don't know if you get any sound with that. I don't get any sound with that. I can't hear anything going off. But anyway, there we have it. And oh look, my Rocky shirt actually goes quite well. It looks like Rocky has 500,000 subscribers, but it is in fact the Wings of Pegasus channel that has 500,000 subscribers. So yes, hello to all of you in the live chat room tonight. Let me give you guys a shout out, and let's maybe get rid of this and say hello to Ro, Cindy, Brody, Alison, Ruth, and Pathfinder, Melody, Rocks, Bees in there as well, Bob. I think I saw Sue go through as well. It's moving too quickly, but hello to everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday night. And I have to keep everything organised so that we can get through everything, because there have been quite a few PayPal donations. So thank you guys for those. And I will address all of those throughout tonight's live stream. But also the reason that I can do this in the first place is because of my patrons and their support over on patreon.com/ Wings of Pegasus. So thank you guys. You know who you are. Their names go across the bottom of the screen throughout the live streams on a Tuesday and a Saturday. So without their support, I wouldn't be at 500,000 subscribers. And it just, I always say that it sounds like a ridiculous number. Even every number past maybe 100,000 seems like it's just a ridiculous number. But now over 500,000 is even more ridiculous. But we'll keep on pushing forward and see where we end up. And just for those people that might not have seen this shirt before, I think maybe nobody's seen this shirt before. It's just one of my shirts that I've got that doesn't tend to fall within the normal rotation of shirts, because I generally wear the same shirts and then just wash them all on one day and then go through the same shirts again. But this shirt tonight is probably one of my more recent purchases, maybe within the last year, because time flies, so that's recent for me. And I think it's probably because I'm quite behind on laundry, so it means that this one is normally just a relaxing t-shirt that I put on, but for tonight it's going to be an official live stream t-shirt to go along with the other shirts, whichever ones that I wear. So there we have it, the Rocky shirt on for tonight. I'm trying to think of any other shirts that I haven't worn that I've got that are kind of like this, and I can't think of any. But this one for tonight. Right, now let's get everything up on screen as we normally do, because tonight we are aiming for 450 likes. So if you can leave a thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be very much appreciated. And every time I do thumbs up, we're going to get fireworks. So I guess that's just going to be the deal for tonight's live stream, because it's the 500,000 live stream. Every time we do a thumbs up, and every time I ask for a thumbs up, we're going to get fireworks. So yeah, if you could hit the thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. Oh, what happens if you do one? Do you just get a thumbs up? Yeah, so one thumbs up means one thumbs up. So if you could use your one thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. Let's see where we are at with the likeometer so far. We are at 282, 290, which means we're looking for what, 160 more people. I think 160 more people to hit the thumbs up to bust out the guitar and have Phil Jam number 261. I think, whatever that's going to be, it is 261. And 7 minutes and 2 seconds. It's going to be another long one. So maybe we'll hit that target, hopefully by the end of the live stream. We will see. Now, this is something that I say, and I don't know how else to state this. That you don't have to donate. Just watching is great. And for some reason, like even after the last live stream, somebody commented and said, oh, why is it all about the money and why are you asking people to donate? I don't know how to say it other than you don't have to donate. Just watching is great. I mean, I literally say that on every live stream. So, yeah, I don't know what else I can say. But what people don't seem to realise is that I can't cancel people's cards. Like, if they are going to donate through the Super Chat window or through the PayPal window, I can't stop that from happening. So, as much as I say you don't have to donate, I know that some people can't resist. And that's why I let everybody know about the percentages. And the person who commented said, oh, and then you went on about, donations and percentages. And I explained that the reason for that was because I say you don't have to donate, but I know that some people might donate. And I think it's important that they know exactly where their money goes. And the important reason for the percentage breakdown is because if you make an accidental donation on YouTube through the Super Chat window, potentially 60% of that is going to disappear. So let's say you wanted to donate $10 and you accidentally donated $1,000. that means $600 is now going to be taken from your account, and you have no recourse, no way to get that back. So that's why I think it's important that, you know, if people are going to donate, that they know the percentage splits. Over on PayPal, I can refund 95%. So if you accidentally donated $1,000, I can I can donate back to you $950. So that's a lot more than potentially only being able to give $400 back. So I think it's important that people know the percentages, and that's why I say them. So let me get this up on screen. Yeah, as much as somebody for some reason doesn't like me mentioning the percentages, I think it's really important that people know this information. So anyway, yes, just to clarify, through the super chat window, YouTube takes between 45 and 60%. So it means that I get at most 55%, I'm having to do the maths now, and 55% and 40%. So between 40 and 55% is what I'll get. And on PayPal, they take between 3 and 5%. So it means that the least I'll get is 95%. But you don't have to donate. I'm just telling you this so that those people that can't resist donating, and I can't stop donating, just so those people know. Anyway, yeah, let's move on. And I know that there have been a lot of donations tonight, so thank you guys for those. Even though I say not to, there's not a lot I can do about it. And if the people only knew the amount that I don't do all that kind of stuff, and maybe they don't watch my channel to see that I never mention any products in my analysis videos. And some videos that you watch, they're breaking off every few minutes to say about this new thing that they've got that's totally unrelated to anything they're talking about, but it's so that they can get sponsorship money. But on my channel, I don't do sponsored videos, and I don't promote products and all that kind of stuff, because for me, it's all about the analysis video and the information within those videos. And I know that YouTube and copyright owners put adverts in my videos, but that's what happens on YouTube. If you're going to be looking at somebody else's copyright material, then they can put lots of adverts on your channel. But imagine if I had, those adverts, and then I'm breaking off to try and promote this, that, or the other. So yeah, these people that say, oh, it's all about the money, they must not watch my channel. They should watch my last 1,000 videos and write down how many times I mentioned products, because it'll be 0. Right. Anyway, moving forward, it's always the people that don't really watch the channel that then have these opinions that are so off base. It's ridiculous. Anyway, tonight's live stream is probably not the one to be mentioning about no donations and everything's fine, you don't have to donate, because I think a lot of people have donated because of the 500,000 subscribers thing that has just happened. So we will get through the donations, and I just remembered as well that they said, oh, and then you mentioned your merchandise again. Write down how many times I say about merchandise in my analysis videos. Never. I don't think I've ever mentioned Patreon or the merchandise. I don't think I've ever mentioned it in an analysis video, because I'm purely doing the analysis videos. But anyway, the reason that I did mention the merch is because I've changed store. So it's, there is a reason to mention it, because changing store doesn't happen every week or every live stream. Probably, how long have we been with Spring? Probably 3 or 4 years. So yeah, it is something that has changed. And for those people that do ask, this is the other thing, that people do ask me about this stuff, so the live streams are a good place to answer those questions. The Dashery store is now open and live and everything, and I did change the link in the live stream, which will be in the description, to go now to the Dashery store rather than the Spring store. But again, you don't have to go there, but if you do want any merchandise, then the store is up and running and ready for you to jump over there. So that's all of that done and sorted, and now we are going to get through donations that I say you don't have to do. But first of all, we will get through the super chat window first. And this is the other thing that I do think it's important to reference every donation that is sent through, because I say you don't have to donate, but then people still choose to donate. So I am very appreciative of that and thankful for that, and that's why I address every single donation, no matter when it comes through. Not even on the live streams. If ones come through on non-live stream days, I still mention those in the live streams because they are important. So Paul donated $10. Thank you for that, Paul. The message was hooray and most excellent. 500,000 subscribers, 500,000. Way to go, Phil. Let us celebrate this awesome achievement. Have fun tonight. Spike those likes. All y'all. Peace, love, and rock. So thank you for that. And Paul backed himself up with another $2 donation and said, we are all #1 fans in this happy place. Thanks, Phil. So thank you for that, Paul. And Vince is in the house with a $20 donation. Thank you for that, Vince. The message is congrats on 500,000 subs, Phil. Can't stay at a music festival, just got done playing. Cheers. So thank you for that, Vince. And Karen's donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Karen. The message is we donate because we want to. I like to donate because Phil has such integrity and shares so much with us. So thank you for that. And Jennifer's donated $7 and says, Phil, I hope it is cooler where you are. What was the name of your opening song? And your total song list is no longer on Google, so could not find it. So thank you for that. And that one's called Art Not Commerce. And it does actually say it in the video. In the corner it says, Wings of Pegasus, Art Not Commerce. So yeah, maybe it's because it's in black and white, it might be hard to read. I do not know. But yeah, as for Google and all that stuff, I don't really know what Google does or what it has in its playlist, what it doesn't have in its playlist, all that kind of stuff. And the other thing that I've had some people messaging me when we were getting close to 500,000 subscribers, and yeah, had quite a few messages from people who are using sites that tell you the subscriber count of channels, but it's not YouTube. They're sites that are giving an approximation of how many subscribers there are. So yeah, if the number jumps and then, by maybe 300 and then jumps back by 300 and then 200 and 150, it's because it doesn't know how many subscribers are subscribed to the channel, because it's not YouTube, it's a third-party site. So if you're getting the number from anywhere other than youtube.com, then the number could be wrong. And yeah, these sites, some of the things that you see on there, because people said, the stats for your channel are this, this, and this, and they're so wildly incorrect. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'd only ever rely on YouTube for getting exactly how many subscribers are subscribed and all that kind of stuff. So not that I tend to do much with the analytics and all that kind of stuff. I just keep doing what I'm doing because I don't particularly have time to get into all of those extra details. But thankfully things are going quite well at the moment, and yeah, we're getting a few subscribers, which is great as well. So right, we've had another donation, and this is from Del Flick Maestro 34. Does it say that? I'm not sure whether that is what it is, because I'm a bit far away. I'm not far away from the screen, but I've got 7 windows open on this one screen, so it's very small. So thank you for this £5 donation. The message is, congrats on 500,000. You rock, mate. Jealous of your hair. Laugh out loud. Here's to the next 500,000. Well done. So thank you for that. And yeah, the hair is relatively organised tonight, which I'm thankful for. I don't have to... well, I think I do actually need a haircut relatively soon, but I'm going to have to check exactly when that is, because it should be coming up soon, but maybe not, because I know that these bits down here, that's fringe that I've had to kind of try and push off to the side, but it's organised itself tonight, which is good. And We just had another donation in the super chat window, and this is from TG Sunflower 79, who's donated $10. Thank you for that. And the message is, congrats on your 500,000 subscribers. So thank you for that. Right, let's get into this PayPal thing and see what has happened. So I might have to get through these quite quickly, just so I'm not doing for this for the rest of the live stream. But Connie's donated $5. Thank you for that, Connie. And the message is, hi Phil, today's the day, 500,000. Congrats on another milestone achieved. Peace, love, and rock, Connie. So I do a thumbs up for the fireworks in the background. Thank you for that, Connie. Bryony's donated $5 as well. Thank you for that. And the message is, 500,000. Congratulations. An appropriate time to mention Love Affair / Everlasting Love, which was the analysis that got me hooked on your channel. Here's to the next 500k. So thank you for that, Bryony. Oh, we didn't get the fireworks. Maybe I did it too quickly. Sue has donated £100. So thank you for that, Sue. And the message is, 500,000 subscribers just proves the old adage. There's nothing like persistence. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Here's £50 for your first 500k and £50 towards your next 500k. Huge congrats, Phil. 500,000 of us couldn't be more proud of you. So thank you for that. I'm going to hold my thumbs up for a little bit longer. And that still wasn't long enough. So Laura has donated £25. Thank you for that. And the message is, Phil on... Oh, congratulations, Phil, on 500,000 subscribers. Thank you for all you do for all of us, Lara. So thank you for that. I'll try the thumbs up again. It seems like you have to hold your thumb for quite a long time. Yeah, too long in my opinion. B has donated £5. Thank you for that, B. The message is, congratulations on achieving 500,000 subscribers. And Ian donated £1. Thank you for that, Ian. And that's a straight up donation. And Elrod donated £6. Thank you for that. And that's a straight up donation as well. Nicole donated £20. And Nicole says, hello Phil, I joined you today for this special moment. Congrats on the 500,000 subscribers. It's great. Love and cheer. Greeting from France. So thank you for that. And we're going to hold the thumbs up again. Yeah, I think it's going to take too long to do that each time. So, thank you Totoro Porco as well, who has donated £25 and 58 pence. And the message is, congrats on your huge achievement of 500,000 subscribers, Totoro Porco. So thank you for that. And Cindy donated £25 as well. Thank you for that, Cindy. The message is, congratulations on 500,000 subscribers, Phil. This is a remarkable and well-deserved accomplishment. Phil Town is becoming a metropolis. So thank you for that. And Paul has donated £3 and 54 pence. So thank you for that, Paul. And the message is 500,000 subscribers. Most excellent. So thank you for that, Paul, for jumping over onto PayPal as well. And talking about a town and metropolis and all that kind of stuff, I'm trying to think, I'm going to have to look this up, what the population is of Maidenhead, to kind of get a reference of, if all of my subscribers are in Maidenhead, how many people might recognize me and how many might not. I'm thinking that maybe it's only about 100,000 people in Maidenhead. Maybe not. I don't know. But that would be quite funny. Just a town filled with people who watch your channel, which would be quite good. For different reasons, because I might be able to do deals with people on the things that I buy. Anyway, let's get out of that town, or metropolis as it has now been called. Thank you, Paul, for that donation. Tracy's donated £25 as well. Thank you for that, Tracy, in the messages. Congrats on 500,000, Phil. You deserved to be here long ago. Let's rock on to 1 million plus. Love and rock always, Tracy. So thank you for that, Tracy N. And well, this is the thing that I think subscriber numbers do get thrown around quite a lot on YouTube, and yeah, 500,000 is a lot of people, a lot of subscribers. So I think a lot of people can fall into the trap of thinking, oh, you should have this amount of subscribers, or you should have that amount of subscribers. It's like, well, 500,000 is a lot of subscribers, and I think really the really popular channels on YouTube that might be in, might have 1 million or more than 1 million subscribers, those are, I mean, very much the top of the top of the top channels. And I think there must be millions of channels as well. So yeah, getting anywhere close to, well, 100,000 was amazing when I reached that. So that was great. So yeah, getting now past 500,000 is still amazing. We'll keep on pushing forward, but yeah, certainly a lot of subscribers, and who knows where we will end up. But I'll still be here doing what I do for as long as possible. As long as people are requesting videos, then I will keep on making them. But thank you, Debbie, as well, who has donated £5. And Debbie says, "Hi Phil, just want to congratulate you again on reaching 500,000 subscribers. This is a huge milestone, and I am so happy for you. You are amazing. Love you, Debbie." So thank you for that, Debbie. And Tammy has donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Tammy. And the message is, "Hi Phil, my warmest congratulations on hitting 500k," then in brackets 500,000 subscribers. "We knew you could do it, and we're so incredibly proud of you. You are amazing. Love and rock." So thank you for that. Karen's donated £6.23, and Karen says, "Hiya Phil, congratulations on reaching your milestone of 500,000 subscribers. For nearly 5.5 years, I've watched you and your channel grow. I look forward to watching you grow further on your journey as a musician myself. Please accept my sincere gratitude for reminding me, teaching me, for all you do, and for being you. Many thanks, Karen." So thank you for that. And Mitch Marie has donated £5. Thank you for that. And the message is, "Congratulations on 500,000 subscribers. This month is also my 1-year wing-versary. I'm tremendously grateful for all the musical knowledge I learned this year, and it's helping me to become a better singer and guitarist. Also, grateful for these live streams because now I use terms like squirty cream and bingo wings in casual conversations. Laugh out loud. Thanks for all you do and keep on rocking." So thank you for that, Miss Marie. And Marianne has donated £5. Thank you for that. And that is a straight up donation. Karen donated £1.57. Again, thank you for that. And the message is, "Hi Phil, just for fun, from the Rethink game, if you could invent a new holiday, what would it celebrate and why? Congrats again, Karen." So thank you for that. And I would have a holiday, not really celebrating anything, just a holiday for having a holiday, just so that you can do nothing for a day and everyone accepts that nobody's going to do anything. So nobody writes any emails or messages to other people, and businesses all close and everything stops, and it's just a day to do absolutely nothing. Because I can't remember who said it. It might have been John Lennon, might not have been. But somebody said, "Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time." So I would have a day of that, so people can just do what they want to do. The only problem with that is if you think, "Oh, I want to play golf on my day off," but everyone at the golf course isn't working, so they're closed. So I might have to rethink that. But maybe it's just a day of just doing nothing and watching TV. And obviously nothing will be on TV because it won't be live because everyone's not working. So maybe it's either stay at home or just go out and do something. That's what I'd have. Just a day off for a day off's sake. Just because I don't really have a day off of not doing anything to do with anything. I'm always answering messages or doing preparations for videos or isolating vocals and uploading videos, editing them, doing the shorts videos for the next day, you know, or the next couple of days. I always forget to do them, and then I realize late at night, I should probably do a shorts video for tomorrow. So yeah, just a day of doing nothing. Thank you for that. And Bob has donated £5. Thank you for that, Bob. And the message is, congratulations on 500,000 subscribers. And Diane has donated £3.54. Thank you for that, Diane. And the message is, congratulations for Wings of Pegasus reaching 500,000 subscribers. So thank you. Paula as well, who has donated $7.50. And that is a straight up donation. Dawn donated £5.67. Thank you for that, Dawn. And the message is, hi Phil, congrats on 500,000. It's well deserved. So thank you for that. Sue's donated £5. And Sue says, congrats on 500,000 subscribers. So thank you for that as well. And Ethan has donated £50. Thank you for that, Ethan. And that is a straight up donation. And Dina has donated £10.63. Thank you for that, Dina. And the message is, congratulations, Phil. Way to go. Your music and channel thrives with great hospitality. Rock on. So thank you for that. Robert has donated £25. Thank you for that, Robert. And that's a straight up donation. And Brandon has donated £10. Thank you for that, Brandon. And the message is, congratulations on 500k. So thank you for that. And Karen's donated again, £1.57. So thank you for that. And the message is, Maidenhead's estimated population is around 64,831 according to World Population Review. So that's less than I thought it would be. So thank you for that. We could definitely fit, well, no, actually, I was going to say we could definitely fit some subscribers into Maidenhead, but certainly a lot of people would have to miss out. We'd have to get out into the surrounding area. Maybe some could go into Marlow as well. But thank you for that, Karen. And Angela's just donated £14.17. Thank you for that. And the message is, Walt Disney has a famous quote saying, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. You have done just that. Congrats on achieving a milestone of 500,000 subscribers. Thank you for that, Angela. And Leslie has donated £3.54. So thank you for that, Leslie. And the message is, celebrate 500 million subscribers tonight. 500 million? More fireworks, please. Laugh out loud. Congrats, Phil. Love from the Central Illinois, USA. So I give a double thumbs up for 500,000. I think if it were 500, oh, that didn't do anything. Why is it not doing the things? There we go. If it were 500 million, then I think we'd all have taken over the music industry. Yeah, we'd have lots of different artists that you could watch that weren't being, you know, edited and pitch corrected post live performances or miming and lip syncing and all that kind of stuff. And you'd have other artists who will still be doing that, but everybody knows what's going on. Because yeah, that would be quite a reach that we'd have. But we'll keep on pushing forward. But 500,000 is, yeah, pretty good. 500 million, still a ways to go for that. So thank you for that, Leslie. Now, we've hit the goal for tonight of 450. So thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up. We're going to have fireworks again or not? Maybe not. I did it quickly. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up and getting us to the target for tonight. That means we are going to be busting out the guitar later on, having a jam to the backing track number 261 for tonight's live stream. So that's in the bag. We're going to be doing that later. Right. Now we have, I think, a few more donations. It's Malteser who has donated $49.99. So thank you for that. And the message is, good evening, Phil. Those are jealous haters. Did you update your parents on this milestone? Are they happy? I don't have I think that says $500,000. So please accept $50. So thank you for that. Now, I guess if every subscriber donated, $2, that would be over $1 million. But then that would work out as, I don't know, like that £700,000. You could, well, before I say you could buy a big house with that. Before I say that, actually, depends where you go. If you're going close to London, you actually couldn't, because most flats there, like a 1-bedroom flat, is about $1 million. But anyway, the other thing is that the tax man will probably take half of that. So this is what's crazy about some of these competitions and professional sports people, where they might win, it sounds amazing, like £250,000. Everyone goes, oh wow, that's amazing. And then the tax man says, oh, I'll have half of that, please. So, what? But I've just won that. You say, yeah, but I'll take 125 grand of that, please. Oh, it's crazy. Some of the stuff going on in this country is absolutely crazy. With the tax that we pay, but then where the money is going for, there's a whole thing. I'm not going to talk about politics, but just saying, in this country, it's all kicking off because the government is paying for people who have come into the country illegally to stay in hotels because we don't have enough places to hold so many people. So the taxpayers are paying the hotel bill. I don't think they're going to the minibar and treating themselves, but that's why everything's going a bit crazy here in the UK, because obviously some people aren't happy about that, having to pay their tax for other people to live here for free, and they are still having to pay all of their bills and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's enough of that politics stuff. But yeah, just got into that because of the percentages and tax and all that stuff. When you start talking about big numbers, you start talking about big tax, unfortunately. But anyway, and this is the other thing, that here in the UK, I know that people that make lots of money do things like try to get around paying it and put it in different countries and all that kind of stuff. But I would much rather just bite the bullet and just pay what you have to pay, and then in the future you're never going to get in trouble, because I think as soon as you start trying to hide money and pretend that you haven't made something and not made it totally obvious that you've made this amount of money and where that money's gone and all that kind of stuff, it's all, I'd rather keep it really simple and do everything above board, as painful as it may be, just to see where the money is going or how much they're taking and all that kind of stuff. And then if you don't pay your tax on time, that's when you can get into trouble, because they put out loads of charges that are ridiculous for people that genuinely might have just missed it by a day. But anyway, let's get back to it. So thank you for that Malteser. And David has donated $5. Thank you for that, David. The message is, I heard someone say when our hands are at work is at peace. Many blessings to you and all you love. So thank you for that. Karen's donated $2 and says, Chipper's donation, whistling, congrats. So thank you for that. And Dell Flick Maestro has donated £5 again, so thank you for that. And the message is, let's not get political. Tonight is a celebration. You ain't wrong though. So thank you. I think everybody can relate when it comes to that kind of thing. So with taxes, we're all in the same boat. So thank you for the donations. Let me skip this advert. And it's been another couple of donations over on PayPal. Thank you for this, Amy, the £5 donation, and the message is £5 to say congrats on 500,000 subscribers. Rock. So thank you. Tony as well, who has donated £10, and Tony says, for all the great work and continuing support from me. Rock. So thank you for that, Tony. Right. By the way, we have a cover video that is currently at the top of the live chat room, and I can see the boys are back in town is in the lead only by 4%. So it's between the boys back in town and Parisian Walkways for tonight's cover video. So whichever one of those you want to hear, just vote for that at the top of the live chat room, and that's what we will jump into a little bit later on. I say a little bit later on, probably relatively soon, because we also have Picture Corner that we're going to be jumping into a little bit later on, and I don't think there's going to be a Troll Corner tonight, because the only troll kind of thing was the thing that I mentioned before about the whole donations thing. But I guess it's just going to be something that happens obviously more regularly because of the amount of subscribers. People might log on and they might not have watched your channel. They don't know what I do, and they don't know the reason that I'm making the videos, that they are requested, that it's not me. Oh, and something, and again, this isn't a troll related issue, but something that people do, and I don't really get this, they don't watch the videos, and because with my videos, they're not all gonna be about somebody miming or lip syncing or using auto-tune live or anything like that, because they are requests. So it means that it just falls how it falls. If somebody says, oh, can you check out this performance because I want to know if they're singing live or whatever they're asking about the performance, then I will look at it, and the analysis video will be me looking at the performance. And like the last one that we had, David Gilmour, looking at that, the 6 dates that I looked at were all live, absolutely live. And we analysed the vocal, that was absolutely live. And we even jumped into a bit of guitar and busted the guitar out, and the guitar was undoubtedly live as well. So when people, like somebody commented underneath that video, and pretty much as soon as I released it, and they said, oh, is nobody being honest anymore? Such a shame about David, or something like that. So I said, no, he's actually performing live. It's all fully live. The thing that has been edited was then the official release for the official channel, where they took that final performance and started moving his voice and making it sound really mechanical. And it's something that happens all the time. They also take out a few of the mistakes, the bits that shouldn't. When I say they shouldn't have happened live, is something that does happen live. So if you go and see David live, you're going to get live vocals, you're going to get live guitar, and it's just going to be everything as it is. So you will hear occasional bits that aren't quite as, maybe David would want them, but that's what performing live is all about. He's not the kind of guy that's going to go up there and start miming, lip syncing, or pretending to play his guitar, anything like that. And an interesting thing that did happen was when I uploaded that video, at the beginning, there was an intro for a video on Freddie Mercury from that was a video I did on the channel probably in about 1925. That video was so old because I was in the studio on that video, and I've been in this room for a few years now. So the analysis videos that I did out in the studio have got to be 4 or 5 years old, and that was at the beginning of that video. So I don't know why it was there, but I edited it out. So it now goes, or it should have gone from the Wings of Pegasus intro straight into the David Gilmour video. But for some reason, YouTube decided, no, I don't want that intro to be lost for all time. So I'm going to leave it in the beginning of the video. And it was at the beginning of the video for I don't know how long, but I think it has disappeared now. So that's just a bit weird that happened, but I guess gremlins happen sometime. And that was a case of that. So people looking at the title about David Gilmour and then seeing that I'm going to be looking at Freddie Mercury, obviously people got very confused about it. But anyway, now tomorrow night's video is going to be an interesting one as well. Obviously, I already know what it's going to be about, so you'll have to look out for it. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's something that I'll be looking for people's opinion on, or people's opinions on, because it is going to be looking at a recent release of a performance that happened in 1972, and we're going to be seeing whether it's actually what happened in 1972 or whether it's a performance that isn't what happened and they've now changed it and are releasing it in 2025 as something that it actually wasn't, but still calling it 1972. So I'll leave that with you for tomorrow night's video. That's what that's all going to be about. But yeah, it's all interesting stuff. This is the good thing about the analysis videos. Yeah, it's all interesting and objective, and I do occasionally get different requests that are asking me to look at something, you know, in a different way, or, you know, trying to explain what's happening in a particular video. And I think next week, most likely, I'll have a video where it's somebody who is, I mean, is it like a disagreement on YouTube that I'm going to present objective data on, that I'm not part of the disagreement or the argument. It's just between a channel and somebody else, and they've got a difference of opinion about a particular song and cover video. So I'll be jumping into that and presenting objective data. So then, and this is the great thing about objective data, it will solve the argument, because it's either one thing or it's the other. And yeah, like I said, the good thing about these analysis videos is that every now and again you'll have different things, and like that Alter Bridge video that I looked at, where, you know, the Alter Bridge team was saying one thing and a fan was saying another thing, and again the objective data just showed exactly who was right and who was wrong. And in that particular case, it was the fan who was right, and yeah, the official members and team around the band who were wrong on that occasion. But yeah, objective data will always just tell you what is happening. So anyway, I will quickly jump. Oh, let me see. I think Del Flick Maestro 34 has donated £5. Again, thank you for that. And the message is, the poll is demoralizing. Both choices are great. Can we please have both? Love you and the community you've built. Also, shout out to the chat. So thank you for that, Del. Everyone say hello, Del, in the live chat room. And yeah, because of the whole copyright thing, I only play one cover video, because getting multiple copyright claims on the live streams, yeah, this all starts to get a little bit risky from the copyright block and copyright strike perspective. So yeah, that's why. And the cover videos that I've done, because they are very old indeed, I mean, pretty much, I think as soon as you've got a decent amount of subscribers, when you upload a video and it's got the name of the band or the name of the song in the title, that tends to be picked up quite quickly as a cover video. Therefore, it will get copyright claimed by the owners of that particular song. So yeah, in my case, wherever my cover video might be placed, say for example somebody releases it on their channel, it's now already got the content ID of going to the original copyright owner, so they will be making ad revenue if somebody else uploaded it. So yeah, that's all been covered. And the ad revenue, I mean, I don't really care too much about that, because I'm playing their song after all. But the playing of two songs would make it a little bit complicated, so that's why it's always just one. So I mean, generally just having one cover video, historically in the live streams, it's always then been available for people to watch afterwards on catch up. It's never been blocked because of the the numerous or potential numerous copyright claims that are going on if I were to do more than one. So I just tend to keep it exactly the same, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Thank you, Deborah, who has donated £5 over on PayPal. And Deborah says, Am I wrong to think it's weird when musicians are called artists? I've always thought of artists as people who draw or paint. Congrats on £500,000. So thank you for that. And yeah, well, I don't think it's weird at all, because music is an art form, and I think it's an kind of describing something as an art form rather than just art. But even still, you'd say that somebody producing anything that's original, that is producing their art, because they're creating that themselves. It's their art form, whatever it might be. That it doesn't have to be people who are painting something or drawing something. You can have I guess people that are making statues and all that kind of stuff. It's like, well, I mean, what would they be called? Would they be called artists as well? Generally, anybody that's producing something original, I see them as an artist. So yeah, that's what I refer to them as, and they are producing their art, whatever it may be. So yeah, I generally tend to see it as something that has some kind of value that is subjective. So they're creating something that, I mean, this is something that you could say is a bit weird, but obviously it's the way that the music industry works, is that every song costs the same, regardless of how long it took to make or how much you might think it is, like either worse or better than something else. Whereas, yeah, it would be really interesting if the world worked in a way that songs went up for auction and you bought or you paid to buy the original of the actual song that they created in the studio, like actually buy the song. Obviously, because of publishing rights and all that kind of stuff, is not the way that it works, and the music industry wouldn't allow that to happen because they want everything to be obviously under their control, and they just make everything uniform with the price of songs. But yeah, that's the difference, I guess, with when you're talking about artworks that go up for auction and the music industry. Everything's just given the same price tag in the music industry, which is, you could say, against the ethos of art and the way that it's seen and the value of the art form, and just equaling everything out. It is what it is. That's the way the industry works. But well, when you're talking about ticket prices, then those, for some reason, there seems to be no upper limit to that. They can just start charging what they want. And then you've got dynamic pricing, where the ticket was £50, but somebody else is in the queue, so we're going to put it up to £75 and see if they want it. But if then somebody else comes into the queue, we'll make it £100, and if somebody else joins the queue, we'll make it £125, and all that stuff that goes on. That's just the industry in a nutshell. That's what they're doing with ticket prices for some reason. Anyway, I think here in the UK they're trying to rule that out, or have some kind of legislation so that that's not allowed, so that you pay the amount for the ticket, because that's the amount of the ticket. So thank you for that, Deborah. And we've had a £5 donation, and this is MJ, who has donated the £5 and says, congrats and thanks for what you do, Phil, from past president of Detroit Musicians Alliance. So thank you for that, NJ. And thanks for watching and getting involved. That goes for everyone in the live chat room and just across the channel in general. Thank you guys for watching. We are going to be jumping into the cover video, which is The Boys Are Back in Town. And let me end that poll. And we are going to be jumping into that. It did have a total of 54% of the vote. In the end, 54 point something. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys after. Rock!
got so crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving on the old man crazy. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. That time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. That chick don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town. 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 Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? Just spread the word around. Friday night they'll be dressed to kill, down at Dino's bar and grill. The drink will flow and the blood will spill. If the boys wanna fight, you better let 'em. That jukebox in the corner blasting out my favorite song. The nights are getting warmer, it won't be long. Won't be long till summer comes. Now that the boys are here again. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town again. Been hanging down at Dino's. Boys are back in town again.
And there we have it. That was my version of The Boys Are Back in Town. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for requesting that and Parisian Walkways over on Patreon. Now we are going to be jumping into Picture Corner. I think we've got a few pictures in there. So let's just jump in there and see what happens, knowing that I haven't actually set up the screen capturing software, so it's always a bit dodgy as to where it appears. And this has appeared in the middle of the screen, and this is from Karen, and there's quite a long message here. It's a bit small on my screen, but I can see congratulations 500,000 subscribers, and then congratulations Phil on your milestone achievements of reaching 500,000 subscribers, and then it goes on, massively proud of your accomplishment and watch your channel grow through the years. I'll try to pick it out because it's very small. We wish you all the best. Perseverance does prevail. Rock on. Much love. Your faithful wingers. So thank you for that. And it's probably very big on your screens, but it's very small on my screen because I've got 7 screens and this is capturing it from one of them. Right, we had another one that is from Tammy, and this says, 500,000 subscribers. Wings of Pegasus, 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 and lots of wings of Pegasus. And it's Pegasus in a ring. So thank you for that, Tammy. And okay, this is from Debbie and Tammy, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, from Debbie and Tammy. It says, "Hi Phil. Tammy and I wanted to congratulate you on reaching 500k subscribers. This is an awesome milestone and accomplishment. We're so proud of you and wish you continued success on your channel. As your channel continues to grow. Rock and love, Tammy and Debbie." So thank you for that. And there's some guy in the corner down here. We're doing a double thumbs up, but without any fireworks behind him. So that was Picture Corner for tonight. Thank you to Laura for linking me to those pictures. And right, we've hit the goal for tonight. By the way, if you're watching this on catch up, you can keep on hitting the thumbs up. It really does help this live stream to get out there and for the channel to grow on the whole. Now we're going to be jumping into Phil Jam number 261. Oh, chair on lead. Uh-oh. Ow! And then chair on foot. That's even worse. Right. Here we go. So that on there, and it was actually chair over toe, but it'll survive. Right, zoomed out, mic on, click on this, and oh, it looks like it's gone straight into it. So this is melodic rock jam track in G sharp minor, and I just trying to move my pedal with the with the toe that I just run over. Okay, so Maltesa donated $9.99 and says, nominating you for best YouTube hair. Perhaps the trolls are men with bad hair. I think some people might say that this is bad hair, but it's all subjective. Right, let me know what the levels are like. Oh, let me skip this advert. Why is this all kicking off all at the same time? Okay, I can hear that, which is good. And yeah, this is melodic rock jam track in G sharp minor from Darren's Music Studio. So let's have a listen to this. Let's see if we can hear it first of all. This a bit heavier. Go quiet. Let's go quiet. Let's get rid of that hair for a start. there we have it. That was it. It just suddenly faded out and stopped. So there you go. Not even a... Couldn't even go down. Oh man. So that was a melodic rock jam track in G sharp minor. And that's from Darren's Music Studio. And that's Darren, Darren, for those wanting to know over on YouTube, if you want to load that up and have a jam along to it as well. So there we have it for tonight's live stream, the 500,000 celebration. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And yeah, for all of the donations as well, you don't have to donate, but they are very much appreciated. And just quickly, Crizzy donated $2.99, thank you for that. And Dell donated £10, thank you for that, Dell. And the message is, please keep playing. Also, I can hear Mark Knopfler influence in your play. FING awesome. Love you, love this community, love this chat. Congrats again, you've earned it. Well done to all. So thank you for that. And I'm going to be here with another video tomorrow night, so look out for that one. We'll be live streaming on Tuesday night again. So if you could join me then, that would be great, because we'll be looking for as many thumbs up as we can get. Let's have a final thumbs up fireworks for the 500k tonight. And all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. Jennifer donated £14.17. Thank you for that, Jennifer. That was a straight up donation. But yeah, try to stay safe and sane and have a great rest of your weekend. We'll keep on pushing forward on the channel, see where we end up. But I will catch you guys and the next one. Rock!